Cavern Tavern has 1 to 6 tavern workers rolling dice to collect resources to fulfill orders and/or perform tasks. Final Frontier Games provided this in exchange for an honest review. Players take a board, character card with green icon face up, matching meeple, time marker, 4 colored dice, and 3 reputation markers. Place the reputation markers at the top of the tracks on your board. The last player in turn order takes the white die. Set the board in the middle of the table. Place the shuffled order card and item card decks nearby. Shuffle the Nasty Says deck and place it in his office. Player score markers start at 0 on the score track. Deal each player 1 secret task card face down. The rest go back in the box. Place the 13 ingredient stacks face up near the board. Draw 6 order cards and place them in the mess hall. Set the round clock to 10 p.m. All players roll their 4 dice, then look at the cellar. They choose one of the ingredients from the matching spots. The game lasts 10 rounds, ending at 1 a.m. on the round clock. At the start of the round, players roll their dice. Players with open, meaning unfulfilled, orders move 1 space down their nasty track. Forgotten, or not completed in time, orders are discarded with points lost. If you start your turn without an order, you must choose one from the mess hall. Take the card and replace it with your meeple. Add the order to your board and place your time marker on the round clock. Order cards show a customer, point value, and ingredients needed. The drink will be less valuable, or even worth negative points, if it takes too long to fulfill. Customers don't say if you aren't serving them. You'll want to fulfill orders as quickly as possible. You may play item cards to assist you, place dice to gather ingredients, do chores, and hopefully complete your order. You can place your dice in several places. In the cellar, place 1 or more dice matching the value to gain one of the 2 ingredients. Watch out, because these spots can fill up quickly. In the kitchen and chore areas, place multiple dice to gain the shown rewards, ingredients, points, and so on. Each space can only be used once per round. In the Wizard's Workshop, place 1, 2, or 3 dice of any value to obtain the indicated reward. Replace an order card in the mess hall, gain an item card, or gain a magic potion and an item card. In Nasty the Dwarf's office, place a die of any value to move your reputation marker up the nasty track and choose an opponent to move down their nasty track. Once you have the ingredients to complete the order, return the ingredients to their stacks and score points depending on how long it took to complete the order. Take your meeple and time marker back and refill the mess hall with a new customer. Complete blue kitchen and green chore tasks to move your marker down their tracks. Reaching 3, 6, and 9 adds new point bonuses or the ability to modify dice. The red nasty track isn't as good. At the end of the game, you'll lose points based on how far down you are. Reaching 3, 6, and 9 means you draw a Nasty Says card, which punishes you in some way. Each character has a unique ability on their card. When you use your character ability, flip the card. After you use it again, discard it. Your secret task card gives you a unique way to score endgame points if you fulfill the conditions. The player with the fewest points gains the white die for the next round and is generally the new first player. The game ends after 10 rounds. Players lose points based on the nasty track and lose 10 points for an incomplete Nasty Says card. If they do not have an open order, players gain a point for each leftover ingredient. Finally, players gain points for completed secret tasks. The player with the most points wins. Gather ingredients, finish chores, serve your customers, and complain about fellow workers to keep Nasty happy. That's Cavern Tavern. Cavern Tavern should be played on dining tables. Player areas are close to the size of placemats, and then you have the central board and bits. There isn't a lot of reading, and parents can help with the occasional double-digit math. You need to plan and react, but this isn't too complex. I think experienced 8-year-old gamers could handle this. Including setup and takedown, you can play 3-player games in around 75 minutes once you know what you're doing. It took until our 3rd game of Cavern Tavern before I finally drew a Nasty Says card that affected me. I managed my nasty track so that when I did have to draw a card, it was the only one in the deck that let me off the hook. Anyhow, in the final turn, Mom made me draw a nasty card. I had to give up 2 ingredients that I just happened to already have. My dice let me reacquire them and finish a 21-point order. I won. Cavern Tavern is very mean. If you're leading, expect everyone to target you. At least only a few complaints can be made per round, although opponents can force trades, or even steal from you. On the opposite end, the player in last gets to go first and gains an additional die. Block your opponents, complain about them, and you're back in the game. As long as players are paying attention and don't freeze when they need to make decisions, or when their plans are ruined by opponents, turns are super quick. There is mitigation, but you need to perform tasks to unlock them, or go to the Wizard's Workshop to access the magic potions, swap out customers, gain items, and so on. I already like the Micho's art, and the look is perfect for the game. It's grungy, nasty, and rough. The graphic design is really good, and things will click after a round or two. The double-sided player boards have a thematic side, and a right-handed and left-handed layout. With more players, you're going to be blocked and targeted more, but additional spots open up on the board. I think it scales well. The included expansion adds an easy way to get mitigation, and a different way to have access to ingredients, and a way to protect against nasty. Thanks, Mrs. Nasty. Cavern Tavern is a really fun game, but it's also really mean. Really, really, really mean. If you even slightly dislike games where people can mess with others, definitely skip this. The expansion helps, but probably not enough to change your mind. For people like me who enjoy tactical games with constant hateful interaction, check this out.